Matt Gaetz, a prominent Republican in Congress and a close ally of Donald Trump, said on Tuesday he was being investigated by the Justice Department over a former relationship, but denied any criminal wrongdoing. Gaetz, who represents parts of western Florida, told Axios that his lawyers were informed that he was the subject of an investigation regarding sexual conduct with women, but that he was not a target of the inquiry. He denied that he ever had a relationship with any underage girls and said the allegations against him were as searing as they are false. A subject is conventionally thought of as someone whose actions fall within the scope of a criminal investigation, whereas a target is someone whom prosecutors have gathered evidence linking to a crime. But during the course of an investigation, a subject can become a target. His comments came shortly after the New York Times reported that Gaetz was under investigation by the Justice Department to determine if he violated federal sex trafficking laws and had an inappropriate sexual relationship with a 17-year-old, while paying her to travel with him. Over the past several weeks, my family and I have been victims of an organized criminal extortion involving a former Dodge official seeking $25 million while threatening to smear my name, Gaetz said in a statement. Gaetz said his family had been cooperating with the FBI and said his father was wearing a recording device at the FBI's direction to catch these criminals. He demanded the Justice Department release the recordings. No part of the allegations against me are true, and the people pushing these lies are targets of the ongoing extortion investigation, he said. The New York Times cited 3 people familiar with the matter, saying the scrutiny was part of a broader Justice Department investigation into one of his political allies, Joel Greenberg, a fellow Florida politician, who was indicted last summer on sex trafficking and other charges that he stalked a political opponent. A judge ordered the former tax collector back to jail this month for violating the conditions of his release. I believe that there are people at the Department of Justice who are trying to criminalize my sexual conduct, when I was a single guy, Gaetz told Axios. I have definitely, in my single days, provided for women I've dated, Gaetz said. I've paid for flights, for hotel rooms. I've been, generous as a partner. I think someone is trying to make that look criminal when it is not. Gaetz has not been charged with a crime. The Justice Department did not immediately comment. Rep. Matt Gaetz, R. Florida, one of the nation's rising star conservative firebrands, told Axios he is under federal investigation for sexual activity with women and fears being criminally charged. What he's saying? The allegations against me are as searing as they are false, Gaetz said in a 13-minute phone interview with Axios. I believe that there are people at the Department of Justice who are trying to criminalize my sexual conduct, when I was a single guy. Axios reported earlier Tuesday that Gaetz has privately told confidants he's seriously considering not seeking re-election and possibly leaving Congress early for a job at Newsmax. The big picture. Gaetz, 38. Said the specifics of the allegations are unclear, and he said he's been told very little. But the New York Times reported late Tuesday afternoon that the Justice Department is investigating Gaetz over whether he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old and paid for her to travel with him. The allegations of sexual misconduct against me are false, Gaetz told Axios. They are rooted in an extortion effort against my family for $25 million in exchange for making this case go away. Of note, he later said in a statement released Tuesday night that he and his family had over the past several weeks been victims of an organized criminal extortion involving a former Dodge official seeking $25 million while threatening to smear my name. We have been cooperating with federal authorities in this matter, and my father has even been wearing a wire at the FBI's direction to catch these criminals," he added. The planted leak to the New York Times tonight was intended to thwart that investigation. "No part of the allegations against me are true, and the people pushing these lies are targets of the ongoing extortion investigation. I demand the DOJ immediately release the tapes made at their direction, which implicate their former colleague in crimes against me, based on false allegations. For the record, Gaetz sent Axios screenshots of text messages, emails and documents outlining the alleged extortion scheme, which he claimed was being run by a former DOJ employee. The Justice Department declined to comment. Gaetz claimed that the allegations were part of an extortion plot by a former Justice Department official, whom he did not name.